smells being left behind on low-lying trees and branches. Now, if you watch the tigers for the day, you might notice that they wander around and lift up that scent, and they squirt scent onto various objects. And in this set-up position, they can smell all those scent markings left behind. Now, they can sit there for quite an extended period of time, and sometimes you might notice your domestic cats do similar behaviours. Usually, when the ones that are realising they see a similar on the play having behaviours. But if you think they're tall, or if you think they're target tall when you're sitting up like this, once you stretch a while into this next behaviour, this is what we call the rise, and you can really appreciate the size of these guys, nice and tall, stretching up there. Now when Taj stretches up like that, he's about 9 foot tall. He's not our biggest. His brother Solomon, a little bit bigger, about 9.5 foot tall. We actually have an exact replica of Solomon doing this behaviour on your side of the island. You might have noticed the statue as he came down. That is based on Solomon. If you stand next to that, you'll see for yourselves just how big these guys can get. Now again, in the wild, they will use this behaviour, they will rake those claws on trees, which applies a bit of scent. And also, enables them to stretch up nice and tall and smell the scent marking left behind as well. And on occasion, you might notice Peter does give the Taj, he's never come and pull his over his shoulder, and that's just to tell him to retract those claws, because we don't like spontaneous acupuncture, and on occasion, we're having to kick those claws with our shoulder. And see inside. This one's had a rest through the shoulder also. I'm sure she'll be involved with the big yellow. But you might think, we look at Peter there and think, yeah, he's pretty strong, pretty tough, and a whole about 200 kilos with a tiger on his shoulder. Doesn't mean we might get a thing. It is not true though, and this next behaviour will prove it. It's what's called a freestand or a fight stance, and it will show you the tigers, they're quite capable of pulling all that body weight up their own tails, leading the way again. Come on guys, give them a huge round of applause. Nice work out for the tails. Quite a bit more stretch this behaviour. You'll see him stretching up those back legs, using that tail as a little bit of an anchor, but more importantly, bringing up those front two paws so they can strike out their opponent in a combat situation. Now we know we have two tigers facing off like this on the islands, but we can expect quite a serious fight. We don't allow fighting to occur though, and that is a very good reason. One of those reasons is their teeth. And in my hands, now this is an exact replica of a tiger's tooth, and that's about 14 centimetres long, including the root. The entire tiger is designed around the destructive use of their teeth. Without the teeth, they just cannot survive in the wild. Now, to show the real McCoy, we'll get the cats right at the front, we'll show you their four great big choppers. Taj showing his teeth with a little bit of milk. You see her showing her teeth anyway, isn't it? She was doing it just before. But hopefully she'll get involved. I think Simon's been very patient there, see if she gets involved at all. But you see the Taj over there? You can see all those four teeth. You don't take them out anyway. What you probably can't see on the teeth is there is a series of grooves which run down the tooth, and that stops a vacuum effect being created. So when the tiger locks down hard on its prey item, a little bit of oxygen can get to those grooves. It helps them reposition and get a better hold if necessary. Without the small grooves, their teeth would actually get stuck into their prey, and they wouldn't be able to get them out. We move those Taj into the middle of the island here so everyone can see those teeth. Like us, the tigers get two sets of teeth, juvenile sets, which they tend to lose at about 12 months of age, and then they get their adult set of teeth. And if they do lose an adult tooth in the wild, it can be a bit of death sentence for a tiger. We might finish up those little behaviours there. Cedar, not wanting to get involved at all, but Taj doing pretty good effort. Give him a bit of a round of applause, guys. Nice work from Taj. Tend to go together. They are simple behaviours, but they're very effective in showing you some of the things you wouldn't ordinarily get to see. But we might try and step up the pace just a little bit now. And the next behaviour we're going to show you is one of the most awesome that you'll see from the tigers. We actually first noticed it with Mohan, who is the father of both these two. Now, Mohan, like all of our tigers, he is an opportunistic predator, and a peacock forgot we had tigers out here on the island, attempted to fly over Tiger Island. Now, Mohan saw that peacock coming, launched right up into the air, grabbed hold of it. He brought it crashing to the ground and scored himself a bit of early breakfast. It was a massive jump. And should have seen all the pretty feathers flying around the air. But we thought it would be an awesome behaviour to try and incorporate into the shows. No problems training the tigers to do these huge jumps. A little problem training the peacocks to fly over, so we use chicken meat instead. But if you cast right over to Taj this time around, at that walk in the middle of the island, hopefully, it's on that point, we're going to launch him high up in the air like we saw Mohan do that day. So get those cameras ready, focusing above that log there, and Taj, about 200 kilos, going to show you that he can fly. Oh, you guys looking pretty keen. That tail is switching around, those whiskers played forward. All good signs. He's going to have a big jump. Oh, nice. Come on, guys, get behind him. Give him a huge round of applause. And it makes him feel just a little bit side. But from one jumping behaviour to another. Now, the distance back here between these platforms, there is a 3 metre gap. And also between those logs, 3 metre gap. Very simple jump for a tiger to do. They have been known to jump up to 6 metres. So let's see if we're going to get Cena involved this time around. Did not want to get involved in milk behaviours, but now Wings come out, and she's a totally different cat. Wants to get involved with a treat water. She makes this jump. Give her a huge round of applause. Great work on Cena. Also shooting lots as well. Nice work on Cena. Now, keep your eyes on her. We're going to try and bring her back to the middle of the island here. Hopefully, she'll do a bit of a pirouette jump, simulating what she might do with a low flying bird. It doesn't always work, but we'll see how we go. She's a pretty agile cat. Give her a round of applause. Nice work on Cena. As I mentioned, they are agile animals capable of jumping up to 6 metres. You might be wondering the distance across the road. It's 6 metres and 1 centimetre, so you're perfectly the same. Anyway guys, we're going to slow the pace down just a little bit now. The next set of behaviours we're going to show you isn't something that we do so much out here. It's a very important one to us. It's what we call A-to-B work or mark training. Now, in the hands of the guys, we have these mark boards. And watch what happens when we throw them down and onto the ground. So you knows what to do. Taj certainly will get involved as well. The tigers know if they go and present those 2 front feet onto that mark board, they will always receive a treat reward for doing nothing at all. One of their favourite behaviours. A bit of food for nothing as far as they're concerned. Not a very important behaviour. Now, also marked on the board here, we can do a whole series of animal health checks, so urine samples, do full body inspection, even bring out specialist vets who don't know the tiger so well, and simply by getting them to mark on the board, they can inspect their animals, so a huge advantage in sedation. Now, some of the things we have done in the past using this technique, we were able to ultrasound both these two, the womb of their mother. We've also brought out some portable x-ray machines. We can x-ray the tigers simply by getting them to mark on the board. Now, what you probably didn't know is the tigers, they're also film and television stars who regularly do parts in wildlife shows. And a few years ago, there was a series called Beastmaster, which the tigers feature quite heavily in. There's also been quite a few different ads and commercials we've done throughout our time as well. Now, why do we do these types of endeavours? We do it all to try and raise money for the wild tiger. Now guys, if you all just spin around, have a look behind you over there on the wall of the tea house, there is a sign and a donation box as well. Now all the money that goes into that donation box goes directly overseas. In places like India, Sumatra, other parts of Southeast Asia, we work directly on the ground to look after the wild tiger. Now, 100 years ago, more than 100,000 tigers were in the wild. Nowadays, there are less than 4,000. We've managed to decimate more than 95% of their population. If these trends continue, we're estimating within the next 15 years, complete extinction of the wild tiger. In our lifetime, just over a decade, no more of these guys found anywhere in the wild. Now that's an absolute tragedy. We want to do whatever we can to try and stop that with the help we are doing that. I can guarantee no fees or charges come out of that donation box, and 100% of whatever you put in there, even if it is only 5 cents, it will go overseas to help look after the wild tiger. And last year, with that donation box running, we were able to purchase vehicles for anti-poaching patrols. We paid annual salaries for anti-poaching patrols. We also relocated entire villages out of our own tiny areas. So guys, you appreciate these animals. If you want to see them move well into the future, please help us out with a small donation. It does not look good for the wild tiger. But guys, that is a bit of a serious side of Tiger Island. We try not to dwell on it for too long. But another thing we're very dedicated in bringing you is some pretty amazing behaviours. So with that in mind, if you're out there, we'd like to see a tiger climb a tree. See a few hands, so there's no one hearing enough noise. Come on guys, we'd like to see a tiger climb a tree. That's a bit better. Now, pasteurised oats is purposely built climbing posts. We have to put this in place with further tigers that start to rip past our trees, but hopefully, with a bit of chicken up this post, we really encourage Sid to get to climb 9 feet higher. If she doesn't go for the chicken, we may need a volunteer to climb up this post instead. Hopefully she's going to go. She hasn't participated much in today's presentation, but she's looking very keen for this tree climb. And with this, no worries at all. Couple of bounds, and right way to the top. Huge round of applause to Sid, guys. Great work on her. She's got a good technique for getting out of the tree as well. Some of her bigger brothers just let themselves go, and that's no good for their ligaments and joints in the long run. But I see that usually she'll shuffle down to a safer height. She'll be all the way down there, and once she's closer to the ground, that's when she decides to take it into the elevator. Great work there from Cedar. Nice work. Give her another round of applause. Now, I don't know what that suggests to you guys, but it does suggest to me I'm being chased by a tiger. Don't climb a tree. Now guys, early on we saw a pretty good jump from Taj, recreating one that we first saw from his farm in Mohan. But what we're going to try and do now for our grand finale is not get one tiger, we're going to try and launch both these two into the air at the same time. But this does require your help. The handlers are very uncoordinated. They have a lot of trouble chewing gum and walking at the same time. So very simply, on the count of 3, I just want everyone to be able to jump as loud as you can. And that'll be the cue for these guys to get their tigers to launch. So we're going to have a bit of a dress rehearsal. On my count, guys, nice and loud. 1, 2, 3. Jump! Yeah, not bad. Maybe just a little bit loud. at it when it comes to the actual jump. But Taj, he is the one to watch out for. He tends to get a little bit more height. See that sometimes a little bit more distance. So hopefully a couple of jumps between them. Right, they are both down and they look pretty keen and ready to go. Again, you can tell Taj's whiskers laid right forward. And we're really focusing in on Peter there. See, you're not quite in the right spot. He's very jumpy, so hopefully it will be a big jump for him. All right, guys, on at my count and one. Again, see that needs to sit back down. 1, 2, 3. Yeah! Oh, a couple of good jumps on the Tigers. A couple of guys, massive round of applause for the Cats. Great work from them. They will get a few bits of extra chicken, letting them know they have done a good job. Hopefully they've done a good job here. You can see that. There, okay. And the kick applause going for their handlers as well. They've done a pretty good job, I think. Now, did you all enjoy that presentation? Because we certainly enjoyed bringing it to you on behalf of all the crew that we have out here, the Tigers as well, Sia and Taj. I hope you have a fantastic day. Well, please don't forget about that donation box. Bye for now.